Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about something slightly different, not politics now, but I'll be talking about marriage. It's also a very fun topic of mine. I used to do old videos before. There's so many of my videos where I used to do love and money talk. I need to get back to doing that, where I talk about financial independence and I also talk about marriage, happy marriage. So today, for me, this video, the reason why I'm doing it is that I saw what do you call it now, a particular video on Facebook where there's this young bride that was being advised by some women, and they were sitting, and she was, just sitting down, of course, when they take you on the first day that they take you to your husband's house, you're like, oh my goodness. My picture, mine is there somewhere. I'll put my own there, and just tell me what you think about it. It's just so crazy when you feel like, oh, you're like shy. What are you getting yourself into? And so she was just sitting there, and then these women were advising her, and there's this advice they were telling her that, marriage is about enduring whatever you have to endure, that there's no anybody who tells you that they have a very good marriage or something like that they're lying, that everybody has a battle that they are facing. And for me, I don't have a problem with anybody saying that marriage is a battle, or marriage is endurance, or marriage is something that should be endured. It's that's their own perspective, but for me, marriage is to be enjoyed. And the one I have issue is the fact that how most times people try to demonize you when you have a happy home, when you have a happy marriage. People are ready to hear you say that, oh, your husband is a monster, or your wife, she's a monster, or oh, you are fighting each other. All the bad things, all the abuses in marriage, they will hear you 100% without any doubt. But the moment you say you have a happy home, it's a lie. It can't be. So how is it that you can have a monstrous home, you can have an abusive marriage, and then you think people can have happy marriage? I don't get it. For me, that's the part, and that's what I'm just doing. I'm really doing this video because I saw that thing yesterday, and for me it was so annoying. This is how we continue this. Should I call it patriarchal abuse? Especially in marriages, by telling people that, oh, marriage has to be endured, everybody is going through. Sometimes they tell you that every man beats a woman. It's a lie from the pit of hell. I've been saying this thing for a very long time. It's not every man that beats women. I'm sure the men that beat women are fewer than those that don't. But it's because of the tyranny of the majority. People are always ready to hear this bad news, and then for those who have good relationship, happy homes, they are told not to talk about it. Don't talk about it so that the devil will not come and scatter your house. Don't talk about it so that somebody will not jealously come and spoil it. Don't talk about it in case he spoils tomorrow. If he spoils tomorrow, we'll carry our bags, we will go look for where we will get another happy one. There's something like, holding people down, always telling people not to talk about their happy marriages, but you're always ready to hear people talk about, the bad and abusive marriages. I'm not saying there are both. There are marriages that are abusive. There are marriages that are beautiful. If you marry the right person for you, and I keep emphasizing this, right person for you might not be right person for another person. A good person does not make a good spouse, does not automatically make a good spouse. It depends on what the chemistry, what is it that you people have going for you. But the situation whereby, people are always being demonized, when I was my marriage was much younger, let's say between 5 to 10 years. In short, there were times I felt guilty because I had those friends that were going through, series of abusive marriages and stuff like that. Any small thing, Aisha, you can't say this. Your own is different. Your husband is this. Your husband is that. Your husband is different. Your husband spoils you. Even up to today, I get people who tell me that my husband spoils me and stuff like that. And I'm like, but nah, heck no. You're not going to shut me up. You understand? I made my choice. I knew what I was looking for. I saw some of those abusive people. I came across them. But I was never ready to take it. I have my boundaries. And we both respect our boundaries. My husband has his boundary. I have my boundary. We both respect our boundaries. We work on our marriage. It's a 100 thing. It's not a 50-50 thing. And we're always sitting there. Like I shared something earlier on my Facebook page. I said, look, in those days when we're much younger in our marriage, I think for like the first 15 years of our marriage, myself and my husband, we used to sit down and scrutinize our marriage. Every 6 months, we would have meeting. But yeah, actually we carry pen and paper. Everybody have his own. What is working in this marriage? What is not working? What are the things we need to stop doing? What are the things we need to continue? What are you doing to make me angry? What am I doing to make you angry? How are you making me feel? How do I feel in this marriage? Do you know we have this honest conversation, and then we sit down to say, okay, these are the things we need to do, these are the things we don't need to do, and we hold each other accountable. So for example, if I'm doing something that my husband has said he doesn't like, and he'll be like, Shay, that's one of the things that I said, and you said you were going to stop it out immediately. And then if he's doing the same thing, if he's doing something that he was supposed to stop or start doing, I'm like, guy, that's one of the things that you said you need to stop, and all of that. So we worked on it. It's not that, oh, you just wake up. It's a deliberate act of working towards it, and every day we are in competition to make the other person smile. That's what really brings that joy in marriage and happiness and everything. If you marry the person that it's meant for you, that you're compatible with, that you're ready, it can be the most beautiful experience that you can ever see. But if you marry the person that it's not for you, honestly, it can be the most horrible experience that you can ever imagine. Living with somebody that you're either hating each other or angry at each other. You know that marriage, there's a closeness that marriage brings. Even as siblings, you don't have that closeness. Even as, what do you call it, a parent and a child, the closeness that you have as a spouse is different. It's so much. And then if it's somebody you're hating, it's such a major problem. If you don't marry the right person, wallahi, they can turn your destiny. You will be facing front, you start facing back. Your life will just, everything will just be scattered. Because when you're fighting, you won't have time to actually plan together for things that are good. You're focusing on every day thinking of, how do I hurt this person more, instead of thinking of, how do I love this person more, how do I put a smile on this person, how do I make my spouse happy. There are so much happiness when I do those little things that my husband is happy about his smile. He too derives so much pleasure from making me happy, and I show it, and I'm honest about those feelings. If I'm sad, he dey hear am. Oh, guy, you've made me sad, I'm sad. If I'm happy, he hears it. Like this morning, after reading all the whole thing of those Facebook, like as soon as, because I woke up earlier, I woke up around, what time did I wake up today? I woke up around 3 a.m. And then later when he woke up, I just went to meet. I hugged him, I kissed him. I was like, my baby, we just like, I'm so happy being your wife, and I know the way my husband takes care of me. And our son says that he already calls his future wife, the Mrs. Yesufu, the queen. He calls her queen, even though he's not married. He doesn't know who he's going to marry, but that's the way he refers to his wife, because he has seen his father treating his mother, his father's wife, that's me now, treating his mother with so much respect and dignity and honor and love. And even my father-in-law did the same thing with his wives. You see the way he treated them, and his children have learnt that, and his sons. And I will tell you that my brother-in-laws, the same thing, the way they treat their wives. It's not even just me, just even my brother-in-laws and the way they treat their wives. There's so much respect there and everything. And so for us to keep pushing this narrative that, oh, marriage is one monstrous thing that needs to be endured. If you want to enjoy your marriage, I'm not saying you should do it, feel free, but don't come and negate other people's experience to tell people that, oh, anybody that tells you that they have a happy marriage, that it's a lie, that there's one battle or the other. How is marriage a battlefield? Why should anybody be in a marriage and it should be seen as a battlefield? Somebody that should be so close to you, somebody that you should be missing. I'm like, maybe by the next 1 hour now, I'm calling him as, oh, sweetheart, whatever, I'm missing you, or he's calling me as. Those are the things. How are you battling? How are you fighting each other? What is there that you can't sit down and talk about and go through these things? There must be boundaries, you understand? And this continuous message of telling people that, oh, you have to endure this marriage and whatever, and then enabling the men to keep doing what they're doing, or enabling some of the women to keep doing what they will. So you find that people are fighting. So there are even some advice that will say to you, oh, don't let your husband know you love him. If you don't let your husband know you love him, who are you going to let them know you love them? Shower your husband with love. Shower your wife with love. Some they will tell the man, don't let your wife know that you love her. They say a marriage that is almost 20 years, that there's issue, there's separation, what is going on? And the man, as you don't hold, you see they take advice to that, whether his brother or whatever told him that you should not be close to your wife, or otherwise the wife will see you finish. Are you okay? If you are not close to your wife, who are you going to be close to? If you don't tell your wife how much you love her, who are you going to tell how much you love? Every day, sweetheart, I love you. Have I told you I love you? Yes, sweetie, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Make it normal in your relationship. Not the one that somebody will be married for 20 years and they've never heard their spouse say to them, I love you. And then the person say, but they know I love them. How do they know when you don't say it? Behave as if you are 16. Behave like a child when you're with your spouse. Let your guard be down. Be vulnerable with your spouse and know that fully, yes, that it will be taken care of. Like I travel, my husband will come and say, whenever I travel, whenever I come, I say, hey, now I can sleep very well. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going to say, but he knows there's somebody who has his back. That's how relationship should be. Not all of this fighting or whatever. And that's why we keep saying the fact that a lot of young people are no longer staying in marriage. They don't want to endure what their parents endured. I was that kind of a person because I saw the marriages around. I'm like, no, some of the things my mom took, heck no. I'm not going to take them. Some of the things my aunties were taking, all the women around me, all those older women, some of the things I saw them taking, nah, I'm not taking them. For what? Which marriage? Is it because of marriage I'll sit down and be suffering? And then there are some of the things that my daughter will see that I too, she'll like, no, she would. That's how we improve upon things. What is it that you expect that somebody should be suffering? And I remember when I used to say this thing, I'm like, no, they would tell me that, oh, every man beats. I said, no, it's not every man that beats. It's not normal. People should not normalize a man raising hand, putting their hands on somebody. I said, anybody that put my hand on me, somebody go visit God. I know say, but no be me. God go be, because I'm waiting. I won't take that too. And I didn't marry a man that beats. I've been married for 24 years. I can count the number of times that my husband even raised his voice or was angry or something. He doesn't. He has never raised his hand. Even in joke or say, no, how, where, when. If you want to fight, we can earn money from it now. You should go and meet Anthony Joshua. You want to beat your wife, are you okay? Why don't you go to the ring and earn money? Not be your mate, Mayweather, not be human, not be man, it be. Not be the same thing where you get as man, now you get. Go fight and now may you bring the money, come here with chop. If bad, may you go ring, go fight, they bring the money for us to chop. Since you want to show your fighting skills, how you want to take the... There was a tweet I did once. I said, look, for those that say they want to say that abusive marriages and they don't want to leave, the man beats you for morning or afternoon, while as they sleep 2 a.m., flog the living daylights out of him. For every time he touch you, you go flog, except if you no go sleep. When both of you now realize that you people are not animals, that you are human beings that should live cordially with each other, then you will not stop all the beating and go with that. But you know, this trying to continue this, I don't know what it is. What do I even call it? Whether it's this pain, I don't know whether this suffering in marriage and telling people to endure it. Please, we need to stop it. We need to stop. We need to let people know that yes, you're married, you're two different people, and you're going to come together, and so you must manage your differences. You must understand that what you used to know and what the other person used to know, they are not the same. You were brought up in different things, and so you manage yourselves and work yourselves out of it. There are little things that you shouldn't allow them be problem. I've done a tweet on this before. I probably might do a YouTube on a video for YouTube just to say there are some certain things. For example, toothpaste causes problem in family. People are irritated. What do you do? Like myself and my husband, what do you do? We buy two. We have to. Put my own, put your own. Slippers, we have different ones. Wardrobe, when we started our relationship, we were in one rented two-bedroom flat. That was when I was taking to my husband's house. That was the first place I was in. Even when we came to Kaduna, it was a rented. The first one was like flats. Then we had an apartment. But we used to share what do you call this thing, wardrobe. And we're always fighting like children over who scattered the wardrobe. I'm like, oh, you are the one, I'm not the one, it's you, this one. So when we were now building our own house, one of the things I made sure was the fact that we had our separate wardrobes, even up to today. And that's like, we built our house, the one in Kaduna, I think 2005 or 2003, 2005 I think it was what we moved to. Since then, we've never had the same wardrobe. Everybody has their own wardrobe. If you like, scatter your wardrobe. Who cares? It's your wardrobe. And that's it. It's your thing. Scatter it. Like I did something. I say, okay, my husband drinks this water. What do you call it? Water. He never finished water, drink, or whatever it is. My husband can be drinking Coke for 1 week. Like, are you okay, guy? He can be drinking Coke for 1 week, or water. He will drink half. He will drop it and all of that. I used to get irritated. Like, but what do? I drink it. I don't even bother. I just pick it up. So that's the adjustment you make as married. It's those things things are there, but those things are not battles. They are not battles to be endured. They are things you make adjustment in marriage. For example, I'm the kind of person that, I think I've done a video, my table is scattered, wires, I can scatter them. My husband will just come, he just arrange them. He doesn't even say anything. Like, wire will be tangled, he wants things, but he will just come, he just arrange. Everybody goes on. So where I'm weak, you're strong. Where you're strong, I'm weak. That's how you do in the marriage. Not this thing of oh, it's a battle, it's something, it's whatever, and all sorts of things. Anyway, let me not ramble too much. I just got worked up just watching that video to say, look, let me tell you, let me just end this by saying that you can have a beautiful relationship. You can have an amazing relationship. It all depends on you and the person you want to go into that relationship with. Don't allow society push you. Don't allow pressure push you. Ensure that you are in a place where you're happy. Your inside, like I always say to people, let your inside always match your outside. Don't be sad inside and be pretending you are happy. Don't be sad, yeah, don't be happy inside and be pretending you are sad. Let your inside match your outside. In that way, you are free. You do not have time for what people are thinking or not thinking. Is their own way. Let them be thinking, are you should be doing your life and living your own life. That's just the most important thing. And don't allow people to because you have a happy relationship, don't allow people keep putting you down, telling you not to talk about it, not to share. The way they share, they are bad relationships. Be ready to share your own happy relationship if you want to. If you don't want to, that's but please, all of this talk about telling people that when they say they have happy marriages, that is a lie. Please live your life. If that's what you're using to tell yourself to stay where you are because you think everybody is in it, feel free, but don't tell people that they are lying when they share their own experience, the same way they don't tell you you're lying when you're sharing your own experience. Thank you.